All right, but the real question is, which Pokemon star are you going with?
I really like the duck. I feel like everybody's going for the croc. I do like the duck.
Really, I like the cat.
Yeah.
Sprigatito.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay,
I want to
the
see their evolution, their evolved forms though.
yeah, I'm basing off
Because like
base evolution.
I remember Gen 7, which was not Sword and Shield, it was the
Was
one
it the
before that.
cat and like
It was the frog, Greninja. Whatever. Um you remember Greninja?
yeah,
Yeah, it was fuck, what was the it was the one after Black and White.
Black and White 2 or Sun and Moon?
No, not
X
Sun, the
and
one
Y?
X and Y. There you go. I remember that when everybody like saw the initial, what do you call them? The initial evolutions. Everyone was like, "The frog is shit. Fuck the frog," and the frog had the best final evolution.
Yeah, I mean
Up.
it was so good it got into a fucking Smash game
Yeah,
for no reason.
Straight up. A pretty good character too, in my opinion.
Mm.
Good up B. Good recovery.
I'm very much okay. The crocodile, Fuecoco, I think is the name. It reminds me of it's a derpy Gibble, even more derpy than Gibble.
Yes, yeah. Gibble's the pre-evolution of another, right?
Yeah, I'm blanking on the name of that
Garchomp?
one. Yes, Garchomp.
Boom.
Damn,
I had like a phase where I went real deep into Pokemon, and then I came back out. I made it.
No, Sprigatito is my favorite right now, and then it's probably I like all of them actually. Genuinely, it's a full set where I'm like I like all their designs. The duck cracks me up because I've seen people edit
Donald
like,
Duck.
well, I've seen McDonald Duck edits, and I've also seen like McDonald's hats edits as his hat.
That's funny. McDonald's hat. What's the McDonald's hat?
Just it's just like a red hat with the red with the logo with the golden arch.
Oh man, that's funny. They have the little visor that they have sometimes. I feel like in Japan they have like the visors.
Scarlet and Violet.
It's Spanish. It's in the regions based on Spain.
Oh, I'm going with Violet for sure though, just because it's a purple. It's a shade of purple.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I have to go with a favorite color.
I like the red ones usually.
People are complaining about the MC designs because they say not the original. All of the iterations up to this point, the character you control, their designs are a bit more flashy, and this one is a bit more toned down, and it's like a kind of
subtle.
It's kind of a plain design, or
what they do nowadays, right? And in those games is like they give you a whole bunch of shopping options, right? So I'm sure that you'll probably get options to like change.
Okay, like you're saying, like the fits.
I heard people complain, or not complain, or mockingly say, "We finally get PS3 graphics in a Pokemon game." Finally, we're on the PS3 era.
The other thing I saw was people were saying this is in true Nintendo fashion because it was the day after they said that Smash Bros isn't going to be an Evo. So as always, Nintendo puts you down and then brings you back up.
The give and take.
Yeah.
The abusive cycle.
Yeah, those were the things I saw for when that game was announced.
I did see a lot of already like with any Pokemon game, their like fan art scene is huge. It's like immediate fan art.
Jesus, no, there's a lot of great fan art.
Yeah,
but Twitter's got to filter some of that shit because I saw some like R-rated stuff on the Twitter feed just when I was freaking browsing through the Gen 9. It was disturbing. My God,
that's the internet, man. That's humanity. That's a problem with humanity more than it's a problem with Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, that's true, dude. Do you remember Yik Yak when that was the time in high school? It was the anonymous.
Yik Yak was the thing. Anonymous. It was like proximity chat.
Yes,
right?
It was a proximity chat. I remember high schools were wild during those.
Yeah, it was always messed up. It was always like making fun of something. Like I remember like they would have it. I remember also having it in college, and I remember like using it during a lecture or something, and everybody was just roasting the lecturer. Like that's it. That's all that was happening. It was just like
it just became like it literally just became cyberbullying in high school for me.
It's like Twitch chat at high school. You know, if you just had Twitch chat rolling in high school.
Yeah.
It's on the side view right there.
Basically Twitch chat if from the anonymous point, but then it's if you all directly knew who everyone was talking about in Twitch chat.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a damn battle royale kind of system, is what it felt like. If you just gotta hope you weren't the person that they were
Yeah,
talking
you are
about.
getting roasted. That was pretty fun. Didn't they ban it or something?
I believe so, because that thing
They had
was
things
a
like
scary app.
yeah, yeah. It brought out the worst in people for sure.
It really did.
It was like League all chat like at
school. Oh man, League all chat. Oh dude, this weekend was freaking amazing for League because of the TSM. TSM has like a long-standing in quotations rivalry in League with CLG, but CLG's been down, as a shit org for quite some time. On like a management side, and then also like all the players like seem like it's like it makes it seem like it's a bad work environment. Hopefully trying to turn that around, but they're to hype the event or the rivalry up. There's a lot of marketing pieces that are put out for this week saying like, get ready for the rivalry. But the thing is, both the teams this year suck. They were both 1-6 when at the point of their game.
Yeah.
And
like, get ready for a trash game of League.
Yeah. No, TSM in League, like, they're imploding.
Well, yeah, aren't they having like a bunch of like bad problems in the back?
Like, a lot of problems. Well, the CEO's Reggie is a piece of shit for some time. Right. People are getting to remember that. Lena left, who was their president of operations, one of the people that handled like scouting talent a lot. Bjergsen, who was their coach and also a previous player who was like the face of their org, left, joined Team Liquid. Pretty much, I'd probably say their more current rival. Then Parth left, who was their president of operation, or I think it was president of gaming.
You just said Lena was president of
I think she's business operation. Or let me see. He was general manager.
Okay.
Lena was president of operations. He left, and so like all these pivotal figures for the league scene and just for the org's branding as a whole just like dipped.
Right.
And TSM was on the route like, hey, we're gonna spend this year as a development roster. Development roster, yes.
Meaning we're trash. Don't expect anything from us.
Yes. But the thing is, TSM fans and TSM as an org is like built off of being good.
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
That's their thing. It's just like
that's their whole
it doesn't matter really as long as they're good.
Right.
That's why sometimes you'll see some controversial figures under them. But so them being 1-6 was not the wave for a lot of people.
It was not wavy, no.
So they had a Q&A, Reggie, on Reddit. Had a Q&A, and there's a question that someone asked. I have the quote right here.
Oh, wait. Before you say anything, is this going to be a situation, a Blizzard situation, a BlizzCon situation?
What is that?
Do you remember when they announced Diablo for mobile or whatever, and someone came up and they had a Q&A section right after? Like, is this an April Fool's joke?
No, this is more like this was something
like a brutal question.
No, this was a Q&A that happened 4 months ago. Before before their 1-6 record was out. It was more like at the beginning when they said we're going to do a development roster. We're not really looking on the immediate talent, which will cost a lot. They said we're going to spend less, which turned out to be a fucking lie. They ended up spending about the same amount of money, but it was just, maybe some personal issues. But so the question was, hey, Reggie, as a fan since season 1, I have one simple question. Can we still trust the org will remain ambitious moving on and not fall into a CLG type of fate? And then Reggie replied, there's no fucking way I would ever let us end up like CLG. I would sell my house, car, and clothes, my everything to sign the best talent at that point. And people brought that up before the rivalry. And can you guess what the result was of the CLG TSM game?
CLG won.
CLG won, and I believe it was pretty dominating fashion. So immediately clowned on. Everyone's tweeting.
Sell your house, bro.
Everyone's saying how much is going up for. and it was just a complete clown on this guy. He hasn't. I don't think he's responded about the house since then. But because of them being like 1-6, they also had some roster adjustments.
Okay.
And because there's no another thing with the org in the league team is because their general manager left, their president of operation or business operations, and then their old coach left. There's not really someone as the head who says like the PR statements because they had a roster change, but they literally just like sent out a tweet with the image saying like this person's going down to academy. There's no one who's really taking the brunt of it, so it's kind of gone onto the players of like what's the problem here when it really all that shouldn't fall onto the players. There should be a coach who's handling this PR and like giving the reasons why.
Right.
And so people were specifically targeting the jungler TSM, and so he put an addressing tweet to it. And he tweeted, "The narrative has gone out of hand. No one on the team was against Shen Yi's shot calling. In fact, when he first told us after we were 0-4, we all agreed. No player played a part in deciding his benching, and it was not anything gameplay related. I wish my only job is to jungle." So that tweet got morphed with Reggie's house going up for sale, and the copy pasta became, "The narrative has gone out of hand. No one on the team was against Reggie's house selling. In fact, when he first told us after being 0-4, we all agreed. No player played a part in deciding his asking price, and it was not anything gameplay related. I wish my only job is to lose games." And it was a goddamn shit show after that. And that was at the beginning of the weekend. Like that was their first game. So now the standings are CLG's 3-6, I believe, and TSM is 1-8. They are in last place.
Damn.
And it's got to be rough right now. It's got to be rough.
Got to be rough to be a TSM fan right now.
Yeah. And on the other end of the scene, it's T1 is 12-0. They actually have a chance to go undefeated season for spring, but that's in LCK.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm glad I got a Team Liquid jersey and not some jersey.
Dude, I might try to get jerseys. Like, I like the FlyQuest current jersey for the spring 2022 because it's cherry blossoms.
Oh,
and it looks pretty nice.
Jersey,
yeah, because I would say I don't know what team's my favorite. It's still a toss up between TL and EG. I think I like TL's jerseys more though, because they do a good amount in marketing and design. They're doing a good job on their brand image. They got the fucking Mickey Mouse money.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse? Are they owned by Disney?
I believe part of their shareholders are through Disney.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, when you got the mouse takes care of you.
And then it's also because it's like because they're partnered with or shareholders with Mickey with Disney. with Mickey himself.
Mickey himself invested into the team.
It's also probably easier to get larger partnerships. That's why the Naruto, Coinbase. They got that backing. They're just fucking silhouette of Mickey behind them.
Oh yeah, they got the mouse in the background. Mm-hmm. He calls all the shots and
like a stand.
Like a stand. Mickey would be a great stand, dude. You're just like, dude, Mickey Mouse is fucking funny as fuck.
And then, do you remember last week when I was mentioning the Reno Girlfriend crowdfunding project?
Yes, and I did see this on Twitter. I actually saw it on Twitter that they made like $6 million in like 25 minutes. Something like that.
Not $6 million. 6 million yen.
Yen. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which was the goal of the project.
Okay, that does change things a little bit.
Yeah. No, but the goal of
still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money because 6 million yen was the goal, and that's 52,000. And then within 25 minutes, they raised 7 million yen, which is like 62,000. Like the goal was done in 30 minutes, and I was curious about it because we were talking last week on like why is he doing this. And so, it was to understand how Kazuya felt running his own crowdfunding project or crowdfunding campaign in one of the arcs, which happened, I guess, in the manga.
Interesting.
But in my opinion, there's a very different feeling towards that of a high school or not a college student with little support doing a crowdfunding project versus someone who has an established series
that people like enjoy.
People are, you know,
like a fan base
already. Yeah, you already have a dedicated fan base. That.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit different there.
Yeah, it's a bit different on that end. Like if he was
Did he really say that? He's like, this is research, you guys. I don't really know the money. It's
well,
just
he wanted to connect with Kazuya, you know, the character he created. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, there's a bit of a, you know, I won't say disingenuous because I can't say, you know, like I can't say how he actually felt.
The money. What am I gonna do with the money? Oh,
it's just odd. It's just odd. But yeah, I can't say disingenuous because maybe he genuinely did feel like he was trying to connect with this character. But you know, anyone who would
what am I doing with the money? Yes. Oh, I think it's gonna go in my bank account. I'll let my publisher advertise it. I'm just gonna keep that money for me. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
for food, you know,
for that Crunchyroll subscription.
You know they're gonna make it go up, right? So you know, have a little money on the side.
Hey man, at least you don't have to double dip anymore.
True, I was double dipping, so
you're double dipping.
That's a little $10 in my pocket. Let's go. Huh?
Did you cancel your Funimation then?
No, I gotta cancel it like today or tomorrow.
Okay.
When I remember to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't, it does have both Funimation and Crunchyroll, or just Funimation, cancel that shit and then just get Crunchyroll because they're finally merging.
Finally, it's been long enough. They're like, we've got enough money from everybody. Let's go ahead and do it.
We farmed the 7 months of between when the news came out, so it's time. I'm excited because I like Funimation.
You think they flipped a coin to see which one they went with, or it was just like it was obvious that Crunchyroll?
It was clearly Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll had the branding. Funimation had a good library.
More importantly, Crunchyroll had like the clout in the community, right?
I said. Did I say community? What did I say?
You said the advertising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, their community, like they even have an expo. Like
exactly.
Crunchyroll Expo. Their site was clean. App ran decently. Yeah, I mean, which basically Funimation can't say the same.
You cannot say about Funimation. Or a program that like did it like on coffee, like just over a weekend or something. You know what I mean?
A student project.
Yeah, student project.
Honestly. Made it at a hackathon.
Yeah, straight up, dude. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
But we better days ahead. Better days are ahead of us.
I know specifically the Ping Pong the Animation and Tatami Galaxy are two series that were only on.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, those were on Funimation, and I'm excited to see them on Crunchyroll. And I'm sure there's more series, but those were the two that I remember watching specifically on Funimation.
The days when I would miss the days when like literally there was only Netflix and you could see pretty much anything on Netflix for a small period of time.
Damn, those were the days. I remember when my anime watching experience was solely limited to Netflix, watching Angel Beats for the first time because I was like, oh, that was still actually it was a great show. I can't say how it holds up now, but when I watched it, really enjoyed it. I thought Angel Beats it was good.
Yeah. That got surprisingly emotional at the end. Like for most of the run, it was like comedic, and then at the end, it's just like super heavy.
I remember there's one episode where it just, I don't know if it's actually mid-episode or beginning episode, where it just does a random skip, and you're just like, how the fuck did it get in this situation? Where it's like, clearly there was just a fight, and it was raining, and all of a sudden, like, that just pops up in the middle of the series. You're just like, well, how the hell did we get to this situation? Or like, who the hell is this character? More so.
It's been a minute, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. But
I'll see if I could pull up the scene after this, because it was. I remember watching and being like, where, why, and how did this happen?
Yeah, that reminds me of the feelings that I had when I watched the Endless Eight, and I didn't realize it was the Endless Eight. I didn't know what it was yet, so I watched Haruhi Blind, and then when the Endless Eight came up, I was just like,
Did I click replay?
I was out here. Oh gosh, I was well. This is a small spoiler, but it's not that big a deal. It's like Yuki in the actual arc. Like she's the only one that knows that the endless state is happening. I felt like that. I was like, I've done this before. What's going on? something's not right. I can feel it.
And you watched all 8?
I watched like I think around 7. I wasn't so dumb. I was just like, I mean, eventually it's gotta, or like a part of me is like I'm very much into like ARGs and stuff like that and like web series. So it's always like, oh, there's gonna be like some small details or whatever that's like changing from episode to episode. And there's like maybe like 3 things that change from episode to episode. It's almost exactly the same.
The payoff's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's like 2 things that change. It's crazy.
I feel that way when I read web novels sometimes, and like those are like fan translated, and then sometimes there'll be the same paragraph like twice but slightly edited, because I think that they just like re-translate it without realizing it. And I'm just like, did I read this shit? And then I'll like scroll up. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Why the hell am I rereading this whole page basically again?
Yeah.
And it's I could never do the endless 8. I still need to watch Haruhi. I still need to watch
Haruhi's good though. Yeah, just watch one. Like maybe you can watch like 2 of them, and it's like, you get the idea.
Haruhi.
That's probably what they should have done, like in the originals. If they would have done it 2 times, it would have been fine. You would have gotten the idea of like, oh, it's the same episode again.
I think 3 is the way to go. Okay. 3.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, because it would have been 1, and then the repeat, and then the final one, or like the.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, I'm thinking of how you could do it, but it's like, yeah, it was like that was an interesting experiment for sure. I wonder how I'm thinking they just had like no budget left. They were like, oh, we need to pad out the rest of the season. Time loop. Let's do it. Yeah. Or they just wanted a vacation. They're like, yeah, change like 2 or 3 things and like do it again. Run it again.
Holidays. You have last week's footage.
Imagine they actually had more episodes, but they deleted them on accident or something.
Is Haruhi based off a light novel or a manga?
It was a light novel, I think. A light novel.
Okay.
Yeah, not a manga. A light novel.
I wonder what it's like in book form then.
Yeah, I feel like they really use the medium, like the visual medium, pretty well in Haruhi. It's like it's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's like a mystery series technically, so yeah, I think it's still pretty good.
Huh.
The characters are super good. I think the characters are really cool.
Yeah,
that show. Yeah,
it's one of the staples. I feel like even though I never watched Haruhi, and like when I first started watching anime, I knew who Haruhi was just because. I don't know if it's really
of like earlier anime of like.
Yes, I was gonna say when I got in like,
late 2000s anime.
When I got in mid high school, I'd say like she was still like a poster character of like anime,
especially the bunny, really the bunny girl suit.
Yeah,
that one, or Yuki,
her normal sailor uniform.
Yeah, or that, or Yuki in the witch outfit, like with the guitar. That's also a pretty iconic one.
Yeah, I would say like today it's not really. I wouldn't be too shocked if someone who got into anime recently would not know who Haruhi or the series was.
I wouldn't be too surprised. Someone like in high school right now probably wouldn't know. I don't think. Like, I feel like we were like the last kind of generation, or like the last group of people that really like people around our age, like
where it's commonly talked about. The series is commonly talked about.
Yeah. Like it was like Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. It was like 2012 or something.
Oh, that's actually
that one's so good, huh?
Wait, was it in 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
Okay, that makes sense.
Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. It's really good movie. Really good.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah.
Okay.
But super good. Yeah. Probably one of the best anime movies I've ever seen, for sure. For sure.
I still need to watch the one that you recommended.
Yeah. Which one was the one I recommended?
It was like, oh my god, I won't remember what the name of it was. Damn it, I'm gonna blank. We're just gonna skip it completely.
Was it an anime movie?
It was an anime movie that you mentioned. It had a peculiar name.
The
But
girl that left the
that's
time.
no, it was not that.
That
But
movie's good too. Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna not remember it, so I
Oh,
won't even try
we'll
to
talk
remember
about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
That's gonna be for us.
Yeah, and another series that's like I feel is not really this gen is Spice and Wolf, and that got
Yeah, no, that was old even when I like started watching anime for sure.
Mhm.
That was like a
And
classic.
the thing is, I
Yeah.
know it's getting or it got announced as getting anime. Is it a reboot or is it a continuation, like a season 3?
That I don't know. From what I've seen from like memes and stuff, it's a season 3, but I don't I don't know for
Mm-hmm.
sure. I haven't looked up the articles or anything yet.
Yeah, it's one that I've always heard about. I haven't had a chance to
I get
watch.
my news from Reddit memes.
Ah, Reddit memes
Best
is a quality
best source of
source.
information.
Yeah, no,
Golden source
mine's
of information.
I get that's how I get my league news is through Reddit memes or the Reddit subreddits.
Yeah,
Or
subreddit memes.
I don't know why the fuck I said Reddit subreddits. I feel like I'm out of touch. But yeah, no, Spice and Wolf. If you want to watch, if you want to learn
About
macroeconomics,
macroeconomics, yes.
mm-hmm.
Is it macro or micro?
It's probably micro. No, it's probably just
right.
economics, supply and demand. That's all I remember.
Supply
and
and
demand.
demand, yeah, that's funny. But yeah, they go pretty depth because I have watched both seasons and they go pretty in depth into some concepts. So it's like also like a character drama, but they do add those concepts and they explain it pretty in depth. They go pretty in depth in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty good, pretty interesting show.
Hmm.
Obviously, you didn't have a pretty big brain to understand it, you know.
When did you watch
but...
it? When you were in college? Because I feel like
that's when I binged most of my like classic animes. It was in college, so probably like second year, third year, for sure. Dude, oh my god, I remember those were the times I could like binge an anime in like a day.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Those were solid days.
Days, yeah.
And I think I talked about it before where I binged Amagi Brilliant Park on the day before a midterm or final.
God. Dude, I did that, but I did The Office. I did The Office in 2 weeks before finals in high school. It was before finals in high school. I binge watched all the whole thing, all The Office in 2 weeks. Yeah, so studying for my finals.
Might get some flack, but I'm not a fan of The Office. Tried to get into it. There are some scenes I like, but
the first season's kind of hard to get into. The first episode's pretty good, but the first season's a little hard to get into. There's like the middle seasons are really good, and then and then the last couple of seasons are pretty. You could skip those, honestly. It's not a lot that you would have to honestly watch. Yeah, but there's a couple like The Office is really good. Like piecemeal, like you can like piecemeal The Office, and it's like it's still pretty good. You can watch like an Office best moments thing on YouTube, and I think you'd get the idea. Honestly, because there's some really good payoff moments.
Yeah, there's some scenes that I do like from The Office,
especially after you legit work in an office. It does actually
the corpus scene,
the corporate scene. It's actually semi-accurate in a way. It's only slightly exaggerated. Because some stuff has happened in my office that legitimately feels like belongs in an episode of The Office. It's insane.
And
maybe that's just where I work.
No, I feel like every office has its quirks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then what else? Oh, that was what I was gonna mention. I'm gonna be freaking going to a Bucks game.
Hey, there you go.
I'm excited. I got my ticket. I'm Flixbusing, which last time I Flixbus was the Near concert.
Yeah, so that was. I think is that the only episode that I'm not on? I think it's. Yes, I think it's episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah. Episode 2.
I hate listening to that episode because it's.
You told that story. That's a fun story. You should go watch. Everyone should go watch. I hate hearing myself
though, like solo talk though for like 30 minutes. It's a funny story, but it's just like
it is a pretty funny story. It's pretty good. We have to admit.
Yeah, we'll see how the Flixbus this time goes. I'm excited.
Yeah,
friend invited me. He's a Warriors fan, so I'm gonna be going to the Bay Area in a Bucks jersey. We'll see if I get out. If I
You
make
see
it
me get
home,
back.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll bring a jacket just in case the Bucks
Yeah,
win, so I can
just in
walk
case the
out.
Bucks can zip it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, I'm good.
if I lose, no one's gonna fucking heckle me when I'm down. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll be fine. But if they win, ooh, my ass ain't riding the BART.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, is there anything else we wanted to go over on today's episode?
I think last week
Mhm.
the news came out like just after the podcast.
I think it was literally the night of, right?
Yeah, Rushi
Yeah,
got
that
fucking
Rushi
faded out of Hololive
she got out.
existence.
She's out.
It's a tragedy. I did not think they'd go that far.
I
Makes
think
sense.
now that I've heard some more stuff. Actually, I've looked a little deeper into it. It does make sense.
It does make
more
sense,
sense.
but I thought that they would still try to hold on to, what was it? Was she the top currently? Because she was the number
Yeah,
2.
but she's like I looked a little, like more deep into it, and it was like, yeah, there were some details that really made it pretty clear that was gonna
Cemented
happen.
the fate.
Yeah. It was just a messy situation all around. But it seems like, from what I've heard, they're not making the talent or whatever. They're not making the talent not talk about her or whatever, or like have her name be like taboo or whatever. So that's good, at least, you know.
No grad ceremony though. No send off.
No.
A tragedy.
Yeah. It's messed up, but yeah. After like being for like 2 years, like working there, like nothing.
Did
that sucks.
Has she started anything new?
Yeah, I think she has another account. So I don't know if she already started like streaming or whatever. She's taking a break, but I think she had a like a separate identity already that she used before HoloLive. So I think she's going back to that one. Okay. Kind of like what Coco did. Cutie Coco should be, she had the Kason persona before going to HoloLive, so she just went back to that one once she gave up being Coco.
Yeah, you sent me that meme of was it the Naruto? Who was the third one?
The third one is Aloe, who she graduated before she really started. I don't know if she got to do one. She got to debut. It might have been like the day before her debut. She went live, I think, also with a guy, and they were just testing their equipment. And something like that. I feel like that's what happened to her. And because she leaked her stuff early, she got terminated.
Damn.
Yeah. I think that's what happened, if I remember correctly. That was Gen 5, I think.
Oh, Gen 5. Wait, what?
Yeah, so that would be the clown, the lion wearing Adidas, Boten.
Okay, I know that one. I don't know the clown.
Yeah, I think they're still the latest JP generation.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, is the Orca in HoloLive?
Oh wait, no. That's the latest JP. That's HoloLive X or whatever. Yeah, so it'd be the one before them. Yeah, the gen before them. Because that's the one you're thinking of. The Orca is the latest one. That's the latest generation for sure. For sure. Wait, actually, another VTuber news. Kizuna Ai graduated.
Wait, really? That's a name.
Yeah, Kizuna Ai, I think went on indefinite hiatus.
Oh, okay.
Technically, indefinite hiatus, but she had a whole kind of graduation ceremony, so it seemed like it was like basically a send off. Yeah, so they were like leaving the possibility of like one day her coming back, but it seemed pretty fine.
The fucking the last tour.
Yeah, basically. That's basically, yeah. Big old ceremony with like it was pretty cool.
And then
I was never really a Kizuna Ai fan, but I mean she's like the she kind of originated a lot of that stuff. So
you see how Deadmau5 is like, I think the third highest now in terms of record. I think it's just Ninja and Ludwig's in terms of the amount of
Iron.
subs.
You said Dead Mouse.
Oh yeah, I am saying Dead Mouse. Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse.
I forget.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Iron Mouse is great. Love Iron
Iron
Mouse.
Mouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Mouse is a
Dead
really
Mouse.
good content creator. Dead Mouse. I was like, Dead Mouse. I don't think he's that popular. He does stream. Dead Mouse does stream.
He streams.
Dead Mouse streams his like when he's making music.
I'll be honest. I don't know really any songs by Dead Mouse.
I don't either.
I just got the names mixed up.
I just know his vibe. His vibe is very EDM, so that's all I know. Yeah, but he seems pretty like a cool guy. Apparently, a lot of people like him. But
yeah, Iron Mouse is
Iron Mouse.
Sub.
Yeah, Iron Mouse is getting big. All the V Shoujo girls are honestly getting pretty big. Like Vebe and Patrick Melody, and yeah, they're like all pretty Nyanners. Like they're all getting pretty well known. It's pretty interesting. That's like a much more independent company or a much more smaller company, but they have a lot of clout.
What company are they?
They're V Shoujo.
V Shoujo. Okay, I always get the.
Oh yeah, they also have
V Shoujo and Nuji Sanji, but that's another org, I believe.
Yeah, Nuji Sanji is another org, but that's a JP org.
Okay.
V Shoujo is an American org.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then they have some pretty big creators, honestly. They have so pretty crazy.
I like the sweatshirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. We out here repping.
I was watching the kind of like clothing or the fashion show that the Hololive and Omocat held yesterday.
Yeah.
I like some of the fits. Gotta say, really? Some people put out some real swag. Some real nice fits out there.
Yeah.
I saw some people utilize scenery and props, and then other people, come out there with their unique take on some of the clothes. There's some pieces I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I got that now.
Did some people like modify the clothes, or they had to keep it like?
Majority of people kind of kept them the same. Kind of kept it a bit standard.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was nice to watch. I always like watching fashion shows.
Yeah.
Trying my best.
Out here. Put on a show. I just put on a show when I go outside, right? That's just me on a constant basis.
Just always.
Always. I'm always on.
Always ready. Yeah, always on, like your freaking car lights.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna start on that.
You're not gonna talk about it?
Nah. It's enough stress. I don't know. Anyways, well, that was episode 43 of the Virtually Lost podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been fun. And we're gonna keep on going because it's still fun.
Yeah. All right. See you next week.
See you next week.